Michigan is kicking
What's up,
off
guys?
first, and we're ready to get this
Ncaa
game underway.
here once again. My
Sends it sailing
annual
downfield.
first game, Notre Dame, Michigan.
He's to the 10.
I'm going to save any
He makes it
really
out to
deep
maybe the
impressions of the
16-yard
game
line. Not
for
sure
my
what
review
the
later
flag
on
is
in the
about
week. Just
here.
going
Let's get out
to,
on the field and
comment on
find
the
out.
game, some general things and
Seeing
whatnot.
the field for the first time today.
I will share with you my one favorite thing I like about the one thing I like about the game and one thing I dislike about the game so far.
Decent run here, right side.
One thing I like about the game is that I actually lost a CPU game, and I was trying to win it. I wasn't fooling around. I wasn't, just testing things out. I was trying to win the game, and the CPU just beat me. That's a positive thing. With the right set of sliders and difficulty rating combination, you're going to be seeing some losses in your CPU Online Dynasty games. Hopefully, if you don't have, cheesers infiltrate your ranks. I mean, it's always going to be possible to cheese a CPU to some extent. We all know that going in. And this is more like an annual pet peeve that really isn't EA's fault. But the default rosters are a hot mess. Straight up hot mess. They are not very good. Max Whittick, first of all, barely has a stronger throwing power rating than Tommy Rees. There are some guys on Notre Dame's roster who are the wrong race, and their secondary is wildly overrated. Notre Dame's defense, their strength is the front seven, and last year they played in the defensive backfield a guy who they recruited to be a running back and a converted wide receiver because their best cover corner tore his ACL. Now, the reason why I give him a pass on that is because EA has to play the plausible deniability game. They're walking a delicate tightrope because, in a technical and legal sense, college players can't be depicted on a licensed commercial product. So I get all that. It's just one of those things. And as usual, the Operation Sports community will have to do their annual roster editing and sharing, which they do a phenomenal job of doing, by the way, so we can have the most accurate rosters possible for the community to have for online and offline Dynasty play. I don't know how they do it or how they get it done so quickly, but they do a great job. But overall, game feels very, very clean. As you see some pass pressure there, force a hurry, and I get some, I top him short of the first down. I'm playing Tommy Rees. I'm not going to play a guy who's not in the game, or not in the team anymore. Everett Golson is in the game, but I'm not going to use him. So I have Rees as my starter, and make a bad read here, and that's just stupid, but I'm going to roll with Rees. And what I do this game is probably how I'll play it, is that I'll put in Malik Zaire when I want to run some read option and as a change of pace quarterback, and I'll throw with him also. They made Andrew Hendricks good zone blitz. A couple of things I noticed. One, the linemen in pass rush situations seem to take better rush angles and stunts, and the blitzers as well, as he found the gap and just shot through there. Good job. The 3-3-5 stack is back. Makes me happy.
The senior makes the catch.
Giving up a completion does not make me happy.
19-yard line.
But going back to what I was saying, what was I saying? I'm kind of all over the place at the moment. But I was talking about the quarterbacks. But yeah, I'm going to play some Malik Zaire. And I'll pop in Malik time to time. Here's Bennett Jackson, the newly Caucasian Bennett Jackson getting beat inside on the slant route for a TD. That'll happen. I can live with that. And this play actually scared me at first, because the safety wanted to wig out right there. You see that? That was probably some form of rotation 3 deep, either cover 6 or cover 3 cloud, but he resisted the urge to wig out and broke up that play. That was a cause for alarm there at first. I thought that he was going to wig out and let me catch that, but he managed to hold his position and break that pass up. Last year, that would have been a lead pass touchdown. Lead passing is a bit toned down. Desperately needed that to happen.
Rifles it right.
And nice play there. Michigan's kind of I'm not in love with what the DEs do in those counters there. I understand what they're trying to show. They're trying to show him maintaining, contain. It just looks a little awkward. I wish it would look a little bit smoother. Popping the read option there. I got Malik Zaire in there. And he's got, you know, good enough throwing ratings where I can throw the ball at him a little bit, so I'm not entirely predictable. But what I need is I need a second online ranked team. Last year I used Florida State. Don't really want to use them again. I'm leaning towards a couple of teams at the moment.
He's on the run. Now he's gonna run.
SMU, who I'm using in the HPL Dynasty this season, online Dynasty this season.
Gets out to around the
Louisville. Bridgewater has really grown on me. He really impressed me a lot last year. I love his game. So Louisville's a possibility, and Georgia Tech unleashing Bad Lee, who has, in my opinion, the chance to be the next Josh Nesbitt. So those are the possibilities. I'm starting to plot my custom run and shoot playbook and my power raid playbook for this year. And speaking of which, let's welcome back the BYU playbook to the Air Raid family, as well as welcome Southern Miss and Southern Alabama. Overload blitz set up here.
And he's level at the 21.
It's always a gamble going for it with
back was
so
slow.
many yards to come up with. But when you're behind,
and Sheldon Day
you have to take risks to
plants
get back
Mr.
into
Gardner.
A ball game.
The offense just wasn't able to make a play. The defense was really
bringing in
right
more
there.
bodies than they can block, or block in time. But we're looking at Georgia Tech, Louisville, SMU, possibly North Carolina. I kind of want to stay away from the common teams. Last year this would have been a big play, but they closed that off pretty nicely. But overall, I'm having a grand old time. I've played about 4 games so far. I'm going to start playing some friends list games pretty soon. I'm not going to touch online rank for a little bit. This is the worst time of year for online ranked, because you have the Maddenites who have no interest in college football killing time getting their, you know, cheese prepped for Madden 25. You know, they don't know Braxton Miller from Micah Miller. Many of them aren't college football fans, don't care. So you'll probably be playing against Ohio State and Oregon more during the next 4 weeks than the entire year combined. So just be aware of that. And Clemson too, throw them in there. So this is a wrap as far as this game goes. 17-7 Notre Dame on 5-minute quarters, All-American difficulty. I'll be tinkering with Heisman as well, and also playing with some more teams, and also playing some friends list opponents. I'm going to make a more concerted effort this year to play more friends list and subscriber games when I'm not playing online Dynasty. I'm a bit of a slacker as far as that goes. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.